Whether it's the morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with E. Yes, the one and only E. Hey, y'all, hope y'all feeling amazing, doing amazing, and just being amazing overall. And if not, it's okay. It's all right, my friend, because you know why? Bad times don't last forever because after every storm, there is a rainbow, and you're getting closer and closer every day to that rainbow, that pot of gold, that light at the end of the tunnel, whichever one you prefer, my friend. Trust me, this is not the end. Like I say all the time, bad times don't last forever. But I want you guys to remember those bad times because those bad times had helped us to get to the times that we have been manifesting and praying for. Slow and steady runs the race, and it's all going to work out. Okay? Okay, hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin' again? I hope y'all feeling amazing, doing amazing, just being amazing overall. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for the ones that are not new to this, but true to this, hey y'all, what's up? What's popping? We are in the third week of October. It is super, super, super like mind blowing and shocking for me because I'm like, wow, we are already in week 3. We have 2 more weeks to go, and that'll make it to like before you know it, we'll be in the month of November. Like, whew, Halloween is right around the corner. Then before you know it, there's Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and then the New Year. Like, oh my gosh, can we slow down a little bit? But nevertheless, y'all, I hope you guys are really, really taking the time out of your day to love on yourself, give yourself grace, and also embracing this change. I know we are in the season where daylight savings is about to end. I think it's ending, right? Or coming. Sorry, y'all, but it's about to get dark outside. And seasonal depression is real. So for all you guys that are dealing with it or have dealt with it before, I really, really hope and pray that you guys overcome this because it's not the end of the world. We all go through this, and I guarantee you that you're going to be able to deal with all the obstacles and things that come your way. Praying is most definitely a good source. Talking to someone that you know, going to therapy, counseling, things like that, but also doing stuff that you know for a fact can help you while you're dealing with seasonal depression as well. Okay, and as always, too, I'm here, and with anything that I can do for you guys, please let me know. Don't be afraid to reach out because I understand. We all go through these things in life, and we just try not to ask for help, but in these times, we need to ask for help instead of beating ourselves up. Okay? So, like I mentioned, we are in the third week of October, and that also indicates that this is the 18th newsletter. The 18th newsletter, y'all. Like, this is super, super like, I remember starting the newsletter in June in honor of the podcast turning 2 years. And I was like, okay, why not do the newsletter just to get people a little sneak peek and then also get them up to date with what's going on, things like that. And as always, if you guys want to be a part of the newsletter, all you have to do is click on my link tree. The bio is in every way or every way or social media that you follow me on. Click it and it'll say sign up for the email, sign up for newsletter, and just drop your email in there. And then from there, I'll see it and then you'll be on the newsletter. So yes, y'all. So we are flowing into the third week of October, and our theme is still healing, heritage, and habits thriving through change. We're continuing to guide us. This week, we're talking about the small choices that shapes big transformation, habits that heal. The routines you build today becomes the roots that you hold steady tomorrow. So this week, I challenge you to choose one habit that supports your peace. Maybe journaling, sketching, meditating, or simply drinking more water, and committing to do it daily this week. Let it be small but meaningful. Healing doesn't always require a major change. Sometimes it is the gentle rhythm of consistency that brings the biggest peace ever. Okay? As well as we're going to get into what's going on, what's new, and what's popping, and all those things. So, yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy hearing this, and we're going to get into the vibe of the day. As I know y'all probably like, again? So, yes, y'all, for vibing out with guests, there's no guest appearance again this week, but that's okay. That's all right. that just gives y'all more time to catch up on any past episodes that you guys have missed, as well as giving y'all time to just listen to other stories, as well as giving you time to just catch up on what you want to catch up on, or revisit certain stories that you wanted to revisit on. Okay? So, yeah, take your time. Take the time out on this Friday coming up to just enjoy any episode that you didn't watch or you wanted to watch. Just give you time to catch up. Because with the 23 guest appearances that we have already featured, every conversation is filled with wisdom, resentment, and perseverance. Take a moment to revisit any episode you may have missed or re-listen to one that really inspired you. Trust me, you'll find something new every time you listen. But Vibing Out with Guests is proof that everyone's story, no matter where it starts, has the power to inspire others. This series continues to grow, and every episode is a reminder of why we started real conversations that inspires, uplifts, and connects with others. Okay, so y'all, it do be kind of funny when I don't have any guest appearances, but it also gives me time to reflect. It gives me time to reflect because I do have a lot of things going on, and at times the guests have things going on. So, I do sometimes be like, oh my gosh, there's no guest appearance, but it also gives me time to focus on the main series, Vibing Out with Guests, but it also, Vibing Out with E, but it also gives me new ideas and new things I want to talk about, impacting Vibing Out with Guests with whoever is to come. So for the future guests out there, please, please, please don't be afraid, don't be ashamed. Book your sessions today. I think I have 3 more days left in the month of October. So come. I'm super excited, and I said my goal is to have 30, to end the year off with 30 guest appearances. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we could do that. And if not, it's okay, it's all right, because long as we hit 20, that was the biggest milestone, I feel like, for me. That was the biggest milestone to ever happen, to hit 20. So now I'm like, okay, let's try bump it up to 30. Trying to give myself a little grace. But yes, y'all, please, if you're interested, please book today. I'm here for it. Like, come on, let's vibe out with each other. Let's vibe out. Let's have a good time. Let's catch a vibe. And yeah. So yes, we do not have another Vibing Out with Guests. Last week we didn't have one because, of course, it was homecoming week. And I honestly, y'all, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I didn't think that I would be mentally prepared to have a session, as well as getting it all done on time. And also, too, going back to giving yourself grace, as well as giving yourself time to step back. And I knew October was going to be the month where things were not going to really be how I wanted to be. Homecoming, I went away at the end of September. Midterms are coming up too, so y'all, like, I'm still trying to make a way. But sometimes you gotta slow the process down, and that's okay. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it was kind of like, okay, if I miss one more week without a guest appearance, I think they're gonna be like, what is going on? But it's okay, it's all right, because y'all, we're getting it done. I'm getting it done either way for y'all. Like, I'm getting it done either way, and it's going to make sense. We're going to have guests rolling in now. I'm manifesting that. Guests will be rolling in. Okay, but right now, you need a break. You need to mentally prepare for midterms, mentally prepare for what I'm doing with my internship work with my students, as well as me mentally preparing for everything that's going on. So it's okay to have breaks. I know y'all be like, oh my gosh, I'm looking for a vibe. Like, where's the guest? Like, we love you too, E, but like, where's the guest? And I understand, because sometimes I be like, see, dang, this will be the time where, so I have the alarm on my phone, like, okay, it's Friday, 5:30 go off. I be like, we don't have a vibe today. We don't have a vibing out with guests today. But it also gives you guys time to go back to any one that you listened to, or one that you didn't get a chance to listen to be like, okay, or rewatch your favorite one. So yes, as always, I thank you guys so very much for your support, international and national. Like, I really, really appreciate, like, you guys don't understand that. I really, really appreciate it. Slowly but surely, the podcast is flourishing in so many ways that I have been manifesting and dreaming for it to happen. I just been doing things one day at a time, as well as continuing to still multitask with everything that's going on, but also to give y'all the real, because everything that I say and do is raw and uncut. And if you're new here, I'm based on real life situations. I'm giving y'all open book information, because why would you want to listen to someone that's not giving you the real on them and then teaching you stuff that they probably never went through? Mm-mm. That's not what vibing with E is about. Vibing with E is about giving you the real, as well as helping you with real life situations that you're learning from on an educational standpoint, as well as helping you on a wellness standpoint with it, healing, giving yourself grace, and being able to be advocates for yourself, having that empathy, compassion, and things of that nature. Okay, I'm not gonna stare y'all wrong. You don't want that. Okay, so yes, y'all. I know Bob and I would guest appearance, but please take the time out your busy day to go back to anyone you want to listen to or watch, and yeah, leave a review if you want to. So, without further ado, let's get into the vibe of the day. Vibing with E, weekly vibe check, where meaningful conversations meet growth in real life connections. Today's episode is, we're on the 125th episode, and today's vibe of the day is habits that heals, building routines for a healthier you. For a healthier you. This week's vibe is all about creating routines that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Instead of focusing on perfection, it's about progress, building habits that serve you, not drain you. In this episode, we will cover why healthy habits start with self-compassion, not self-criticism, how to identify what routines truly support your well-being, the connections between mental health and daily structures, practicing practical tips for building and maintaining positive habits, and how to rest when life throws you off track. So this conversation serves as a reminder that healing occurs in everyday moments: your morning stretch, your deep breathing, and your mindful pause before reacting. The little things do add up. Okay? And the vibe of the day, well, not the vibe of the day, the quote of the week is: small daily improvements are the key to long-term results. Unknown. And of course, to stay connected, follow the podcast page on Instagram at vibing.with.e. Use the hashtag vibingwithe to share your favorite reflections and reactions. Until the next vibe with E, your host of Vibing with E LLC. We got to throw that in there now, y'all, because we are an LLC. It's so funny to say that now. Like, this is really, like, legit. This is, like, it's lit. It's here. It's lit and it's here. It's up and it's stuck. Okay, now let's get into it. So without further ado, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing my voice, whether you're on the go or on the move, whatever the case may be. I want you guys to please pay close attention to what's going on, but I also want you guys to at least learn 3 to 5 important information, but important facts from this very long vibe that is very important with a lot of information. Okay? Also, too, y'all, I low-key feel like I'm catching a cold because I was outside last Friday night at my school's pet rally, and it was cold up here in Baltimore. Saturday, the weather was really playing a lot of tricks because it's supposed to be breezy. It was like kind of hot, it was too much. And then Sunday, I think it was a little bit cold, and it's too much. It's too much. So if it sounds like I'm stuffed up and everything, y'all, I feel like I'm getting a cold, and I've been taking like cold medicine stuff before it gets to the nitty gritty point, like, oh, it got me. And I've been bleaching down stuff, about to Lysol the mess out of stuff after I'm finished. Even at my office, when I'm at the school with the kids, I Lysol the mess out of the room, the chairs, the tables, I don't play, y'all. Like, if you remember, the beginning of the year, February, I had got the flu shot in January, the end of January, then came back home and I got the flu. And that was, So yeah, y'all, please be safe out here. Please take your meds, wash your hands, don't spread no germs. If you feel like you're sick and stuff, please wear a mask. Like a COVID 55 pandemic within COVID, 5 feet away from each other. Do what you gotta do, cause baby, it's. I don't like being sick, cause I know me, I get sick easily. And then if you know for a fact you cannot afford to get sick like me, you better do what's best for you. Like, y'all, like, my professors were not even playing. I'm in grad school. You better not miss a class. That's a grade letter gone. I said, okay, I'll be masked up and everything. Even though my classes are on Zoom, still. Even though you can have the camera off and let them know what's going on, still, I'll be like, because I probably fall asleep. I'm not going to lie. I ain't lying. But yeah, please be safe out here and be careful. Take all your meds, bundle up, follow. I know it's crazy. We put on warm clothes and it's 5 hours later we step outside. It's hot as hell. Trust me. I've been affected with that. So yes, please be safe out here and be careful. Okay. And this could also impact with today's vibe of the day somewhat. Hopefully. I don't know. We're going to find out. So again, today's vibe of the day is habits that heals, building routines for a healthier you. So yeah, it kind of impacts mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, things of that nature. But let's get into it. So if you're new here, I break down every vibe of the day into the definition, the 5 W's, the quote of the day, and thank you for tapping in with notes to help you understand a little bit more, and hopefully that you guys understand it. That's why I say that I hope you guys will learn 3 to 5 important facts from this, because every vibe of the day is something special, and every vibe of the day is full of some points of knowledge, some important information filled with knowledge that you need to know, because learning does not stop outside the classroom. It most definitely doesn't. It don't stop outside the classroom. It continues, and it doesn't stop. Okay, so let's get into it, because I feel like y'all, I'm gonna start sneezing and I don't want to sneeze, so I'm not gonna rush through this, but I'm gonna take my time. So like I say, it's raw and uncut. See, y'all, I feel like, excuse me, y'all, like, I can't, but I'm gonna get through this regardless. Watch me. So let's get into it. And first, we're gonna start off with the definition. This vibe is about creating daily rhythm that restores balance, peace, and purpose. So also, y'all, with the definitions, the 5 W's, the quote of the day, and the thank you for tapping in, those are information. This is filled with information that I feel as though is very important, as well as information that I found online. Thank you. So this vibe is about creating daily rhythms that restores balance, peace, and purpose. Habits that heals are small intention actions that nurtures your body, mind, and spirit, helping you realign with your best self. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent with what serves your well-being. When building habits root in self-care, guidance, and awareness, we create a foundation for long-term healing and personal growth. Every step you take towards consistency becomes a promise to yourself that you deserve peace. Remember, healing isn't a destination. It's a rhythm you learn to dance to every day. So the whole purpose of this vibe of the day is to help you guys understand that habits that heal, building routines for a healthier you, it's all about what is needed for your life to bring you peace, to bring you happiness, to bring you purpose, and to bring you balance and joy within your life. We all go through a lot of things in life. Like I said, I have so much going on. I know you guys got a lot going on. So do you even know what type of balance do you have? Do you even find balance in what you have? Do you even know what peace is? And do you really know your purpose within everything that you have going on? Have you really sat back and took the time and think, okay, I have all this going on. But what is the purpose I'm doing this for? What is the balance that I'm doing? Like, what's the balance? Do I have any steady balance? As well as, do I have any peace? Have I gave myself grace to give myself some peace within everything that's going on? Because habits that heal are small they small interactions that nurtures our mind, body, and soul. And it helps us regain and rejoice with our best self. If we don't have a steady routine that impacts with us having a balance, having peace, as well as having a purpose, we're screwed. That's why it's very important to remember that healing isn't a destination, it's a rhythm you learn to dance to every day. It's not going to be perfect. Every day, your routine may be all over the place. Trust me, I do a lot of reflecting in my journal. And I look back, and sometimes my routine that I have planned for the morning and the day, whatever, is not the same. But the whole purpose is to make sure that I'm hitting all the things that need to be hit in the day. Because if not, I'm going to feel stuck and I'm going to feel like I didn't do what I was supposed to do today. But for you guys, I want you to understand that you're human. Things are going to happen. But I also want you to understand that you need to have balance. You need to have a purpose of what you're doing, and you need to find some type of peace in within everything you're doing. We're human. We don't have 8 hands like an octopus. Like, we have to give ourselves grace. Sometimes we have to put things on the back burner, as well as we have to build a routine that's needed for us, that's going to be healthy for us. And that also includes, like, with what do we want in our life, who do we want in our life, why we want this in our life, why we want this person in our life, etc., 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 etc. So that's why it's very important when we build these habits, rooting in self-care, guidance, and awareness, we're creating a foundation for a long-term healing and personal growth. Healing and personal growth is most definitely needed when it comes to building a routine for a healthier you, because you know what's best for you. You know what you need, and you also know what you can take and what you cannot take. But healing is a strong suit that we all need to do, because sometimes we're still dealing with things in our life that we felt that we were done with, but we haven't fully healed with. As well as we need to build a self-care routine, regardless of how big or small it is, giving ourselves grace, but also loving on ourselves and taking the time to really live in the moment with ourselves, as well as giving ourselves the grace that's needed. Because when we don't give ourselves grace, we're not giving ourselves the chance to really reflect and look at the things that we may have missed. That's why it's very important that we have to build this routine for a healthier you, because if we don't, things are going to get literally insane, and that's when burnout comes in, crashing out, and all those things that we don't want to happen, especially being stagnant. We don't want those things to happen. We want to expand in so many ways. So in order for us to do that, we have to build a healthier routine right here, right now. Of course, it's not going to happen overnight. That's why you take it day by day and see how it evolves during the time. But don't rush yourself. Just see how it goes and see what's for you and what's not for you. Because sometimes too, even we have all these multiple plans, plan B, plan A, plan C, sometimes we want to stick to just plan A. But sometimes we might have to step into plan B, plan C, or sometimes when we have these things already blueprinted out, we might got to add stuff in, take it out, speed it up, slow down. So just understand that it's very important that we're going to be able to create a daily rhythm for ourselves that restores the balance within peace, balance, peace, and purpose. Because when we're building these habits, we're in a root in self-care, guidance, and awareness, so that we can create a foundation of a long-term healing and personal growth. Because every step that we take towards consistency, it becomes a promise to ourselves that we deserve peace. And we have to remember that healing is not a destiny. It's a rhythm that we learn from to dance to every day. Like a beat of our own drum, we have to listen and see what's for us every single day. Okay? So the first question is, who is impacted? First and foremost, in this situation, within this vibe of the day, everyone is impacted with this. With anyone who is impacted with that's dealing with the habits that heals, that's willing to build a routine for a healthier them, you, etc. So anyone navigating burnout, stress, or transition, can benefit from this message. This vibe is for you. Students juggling responsibilities, professionals managing pressure, parents seeking balance, and individuals on their healing journey all needs routines that creates peace, that centers and creates on peace. This vibe of the day, we're going to speak on to those who feel stuck in cycles of overworked, overthink, or self-neglect. When we pause and choose habits that nurtures instead of draining, we begin to rebuild from within. Healing habits don't discriminate. They meet you where you are and help you grow from that place. No matter your season, small intentional routines can be the anchor that holds you steady through life's waves. So this is for everyone. I don't care how many hats you identify, how many hats you want to claim, or none of that. Hats you wear, all that. You as an individual, let's put all the hats to the side real quick. You as an individual, this is for you. This is for everyone, from children on up to all elderly adults. We all have gone through a season of our life dealing with burnout, stress, transition. Stress, burnout, transition. Now let's take a step into transition, because we talked about transition not too long ago. When you're ready to transition into a new life or a new stage in your life, a new profession, relationship, or you about to become someone that's, transforming in your life, you will deal with a lot of things that'll have you wondering, is this even willing for me? Like, am I healing through this transition? And this is a habit that's going to heal for me. Is this going to be a benefit for me for building a routine for me to be a healthier me? We all have those questions when it's impacting, like, okay, is this meant for me? Is this really going to help me? Like, transitioning is not easy. It's not easy at all. When we want to transition into a new career, a new person, a new headspace, whatever, it's not easy, because it takes a lot of time and thinking and processing on what is really for me. What is really for me? Like, is this really going to be for me? Well, as for the people around you, your career, where you live, it's not easy. But I always tell people, go with your gut. Go what makes you feel like, okay, this is for me and I'm doing this for me because X, Y, and Z. But I also want you to understand that when you're in this midst of transitioning, embrace it. Embrace it. Because if you have been stagnant and been stuck in this unhealthy habit space that you've been dealing with, take this time to mainly embrace this new chapter in your life. I always tell people, when you're ready to change, you know when you're ready to change. You do it you do it for you. Don't do it for no one else. And you pop out when you're ready to show the world. You don't have to monetize. You don't have to tell everybody to get monetized. You don't have to do nothing. You do it on your own time. And at times this can really be a struggle, because we want people. I watched a TikTok that was like, when you go up, you want to bring people up with you. But sometimes they're not meant to be with you. Or you want them to big up you, but sometimes they don't want to big up you because they want to feel the same way you do, or they wanted to have it before you did. And I'm real big on, too, sometimes you got to leave a mystery on things in life now. You got to keep people keep people guessing and trying to figure you out. Because when you be too much of an open book to them, it's too much you're exposing. And the more and more you expose, it's like it's not being healthy for you. That's why you have to, at times, try to take back some things and try not to do things you used to do. Because in transition, that's where your new chapter begins. This is where a whole new cycle comes in for you. Like, for your birthday, it's a new chapter in your life. You're not going to be the same person that you were 16 when you were 16 or 16 years ago. You have to be able to embrace this change, and also be able to embrace this change of the healthier way that's coming for you. Within building these routines for a healthier you, it's most definitely needed for you to understand that we all go through a burnout time. We all go through stress. But within this case of transition, it's for you. and it's for the better, and it's going to be so much healthier for you because you're doing for you that you have been wanting, manifesting, and praying for. And I'm guarantee you, my friend, it's most definitely worth it. And if you think it's not worth it, I guarantee you it's going to be once you see how things are flowing and flourishing for you. It takes time. And then sometimes we'd be like, this is not coming how I thought it would come. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not. That's why you have to take your time, let it happen, but also keep up the good work. And understand that sometimes all days are not going to be the same. Like going in with your routines, it's not going to be the same. But long as you're able to balance this healthy habit of being able to build a routine that's healthier for you, but also understanding that this is meant for you. And don't let nothing or anyone try to stop you for you being able to enjoy this new chapter that's in your life for a healthier you, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. That taps into the stress side. We all go through stress. And I tell people all the time too, don't let that stress defeat you. Because like I say all the time, bad times don't last forever. They do not. They do not. Because once you're at the bottom, the only way you want to go is the top. But you also have to remind yourself, as well as to remember, these times are going to get you to where you need to be. These times are going to mold you into the person that you want to be. It's going to make you, it's going to humble you. It's going to give you grace, but it's also going to help you understand that not only is this helping you, but it's helping you understand that everybody hits rock bottom. Stress gets to a point where it's like you can't stop it. You can't stop. But you have to be able to embrace this change as well as embrace this stress, but also too is when you're dealing with these things, it giving you signs of like, okay, I need help. You may need help. You may need to stay away from these people. You may need to leave a job, whatever. Do what's best for you to be a healthier you. Stress is going to come, but it's not going to come every single day. In order for you to make sure that you're living a healthier lifestyle, do what's best for you, my friend. If you're scared to go talk to someone in person, they have online therapy. They have telehealth. If you're afraid to do certain stuff, talk to the people in your life that is there for a reason and not for a season. Please build that foundation, that team, that village that you need. Because I guarantee you, they're going to be the ones to help you, and they're not going to steer you wrong. As well as, like, as a social worker, for me, my job is to help my clients, to help them. I can't do the work for them. I'm giving you the strategies that can help you. And if it can't, we're going to freestyle. If we got to freestyle it, or we got to dress it up and do some other stuff, that's what we're going to do. Because we have to do what's best for you. Excuse me. You got to do what's best for you. My job is to only give you tools that can help you. And if it may not help you right now, keep it in your toolbox so it can help you along the way. And that's what packing within stress. Sometimes the lessons that I give right away may not help you right away. But maybe down the line, you come back and listen and be like, dang, this was right. Eve was saying, like, this is right. Like, it may not work for me right away, but I need it right now. That's like when you're listening to songs and reading things. You may not read it. You may not need it right away. But I guarantee you, when you keep it saved or bookmark it or whatever in your phone or something, or in the physical book, and you go back to it, it's like, dang, this is needed for me. Excuse me, this is needed for me. Take advantage of it, because those things are signs that also can help you with building a healthier you. Stress is going to happen. It's going to happen. But you, my friend, you have to do what's best for you so you can so you can build a healthier routine for you. What are you going to do to reduce that stress in your life? What are you going to do so you don't stay stagnant in this stressful environment? We got to get up sometimes. You got to get out that bed. You got to get out of that madness. You got to get away from these people. You got to get away from that job or whatever. You got to do what's for you, but also pray on your situations. Manifestation is real, but also putting in the work. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. I understand. Trust me, it took me a long time to get to this point, but your peace matters. You don't want to be so stressed out that you're missing on so many opportunities that can help you in so many ways. That's why it's very important for you to identify your village. Identify what's for you and what's not for you. Who's for you and why they're there for you. But in this case, do what's healthier and benefit for you, because this is going to show the routines that's needed for you to be healthier, as well as to gain and to adapt to a healthier lifestyle. It's not easy. It's not. But it will come easy once you take the time and to track your results. Sometimes every day is not going to be a good day. Trust me. It's not going to be a good day. Not going to be a good day in the neighborhood. It's not. But it's okay. Because once you build the healthier habits for you to understand what you can take, what you cannot take, you're going to be like, okay, I got this. And I know how to handle this. As well as when it comes to burnout, if you feel right away that you cannot do this, I need you to get out of it right away, my friend. Don't stay there. Don't take it. No. All money, not good money. All situations are not for you. And especially if it is draining you, is making you have these nasty thoughts and intuitions, leave it right away. Because that impacts with the burnout. That impacts with so many ways of areas of your life that burns out. Even it'll affect you in your personal life that you won't even understand. But it's going to happen. That's why it's very important that we navigate, take it away, and knowing how to navigate to deal with these burnouts, these stress, and this transformation that can benefit us so much within this lesson, within this vibe, this lesson, whatever you want to call it. Because we all juggle a lot of responsibilities, we managing pressure, we're seeking balance, as well as we're on a journey of healing. We all need a routine to center around peace. And I guarantee you today, my friend, after you listen to this or whenever you do, please really think about it and create that list now because it's needed. As we about to enter the time where seasonal depression is real, as well as tapping into the new year, do what you need to do to end out this year strong. Because sometimes we do enter the year not on a good note, but you want to leave the year off at least on a good note. So do it. Do it now. Because when we pause and choose habits that nurtures instead of drain us, we begin to rebuild within us. When we take control of things that brings us peace and happiness, that helps us understand that this is more healthier for me and this is not unhealthy. That's when we know we're okay. This is for me and it's not. This is for me. We feel light. We feel able to be free. We feel better. We don't want things that's unhealthy and draining, because it's going to stain us. It's going to be hard to get that stain off. It takes sometimes days, weeks, months, and years. You don't want that to happen. Stand up for yourself. Stand up, chin out, chest out, my friend. Advocate for yourself, because if no one's going to, you know what's best for you. And get that help that's needed. Because when you pause and you choose habits that are healthier for you, it's going to work out all in the end. Don't wait until it's too late to do it. Do it now. And start this process now. Because healing habits don't discriminate. Healing habits do not discriminate. They meet you where you are and help you grow from that place that you need to grow into. That seed that you're planting into the ground, my friend, is going to blossom. Once you give it the nutrients and the water and everything, the sunlight and everything that's needed to do. Don't take advantage of it. Take it for granted and hold on to it tight. Because no matter what season you're in or what you're going through, small intentional routines can be the anchor that holds you steady through life's waves. And you got this. One day at a time. It's all going to work out. Because once you deal and understand that these healthy habits are going to build within your routine to help you be a healthier you, you're going to be like, I feel free. I feel better. I feel comfortable. And I feel like a whole new me. Because I took the time out of my day, but also gave myself grace to identify what I want in my life and what I don't want. You want healthier things. You don't want the unhealthy things in your life. And at times it's hard to break it down to the people that we love or the things that we love, but you have to realize what's important. Me or the people that are in my life. You got to pour into your cup before you can pour into anyone else, my friend. I know it sucks to hear it, but it's important. We have to love on ourselves before we can love harder on others. Because it's needed. It's really needed. Because what is the benefit of this? What is the benefit of habits that heal, building a routine for a healthier you? Well, building healing habits increase emotional resilience, focus, and self-worth. Consistency routines reduces anxiety, regulates moods, and strengthens mental clarity. On a deeper level, these habits teaches us to show up for ourselves daily, to be patient, gentle, and intentional. When our actions align with our values, we experience genuine growth, not just being productive. Over time, these habits begin to shift how we see ourselves, less like critical, more than compassionate. You realize your healing isn't about fixing what's broke, but nurturing what's blooming within you. So, going back to that seed, this is exactly what that's about. You realize healing isn't about fixing what's broke, but it's nurturing what's blooming within you. The whole purpose of when it comes to us understanding the building the routines for a healthier you, us, you, I, whatever, is to have that to nurture nurture what's blossoming within us and not fixing what's broken our life. We're leaving whatever has happened in the past because right now we're focusing on our new normal, our new chapter, and we're embracing it and we're honoring this so much because the benefit of it is for you to build the healthy habits that are needed. Building the healing healthy habits within increasing your emotional and your emotional resentment. When you're able to deal with your emotions, you're able to deal with anything in this world. When you're able to identify what is really wrong with you after you sat and talked to a therapist, things like that, you're able to control what's for you and what's not for you. Speaking into existence now. Manifestation is real, but also advocating for yourself is most definitely important. You know what you can take, you know what you cannot take, and you know what's for you and you know what's not for you. And that's impacted with your emotions. Don't let anything or anybody try to tell you otherwise because you know what's for you. You know what's healthy and you know what's unhealthy. The healthier ways in life for us to get through these things in life is to understand that we have to do what's for us. Self-care, talking to someone, less time on a screen, talking, or just loving on ourselves. Unhealthy habits are like, just keep pouring into things and people that don't serve us the purpose. Do what's best for you, my friend, and make sure it's making sense, because when you're able to focus on your emotions, you're able to overall be able to focus in your mental, your physical, your emotional, your spiritual, your financial life, impacting your personal and your professional life. When you're able to know the benefit of why it's important for you to build on the routines for a healthier you, you're able to be locked in and focused. Nothing and no one can stop you from what you're doing. No one or nothing can take you to be unfocused because you built so much of your time to be focused and to be locked in. Nothing can get you sidetracked. Not even a person, not even a thing, not even nothing. Nothing. That's the benefit of you being able to build a routine for a healthier you. To be able to embrace this change and embrace it with grace, but also understanding that by me being able to build the healing habits to increase my emotions, to be focused and know my self-worth. But you understand that you understand what's healthier for you. You understand your worth. You understand who's for you. Especially within dating. You know what man's for you, what woman's for you. You know what in careers too. What's for you, what's not for you. You know what amount you worth. You know what's not for you. Especially for school. You have that degree, that certification, or the knowledge you have just alone. You know your worth. Within a person, place, or thing, you know what's for you. And it doesn't make you conceited or bougie or not. It just understands that you came so far. Look how far you come to be able to know that I'm out of that unhealthy lifestyle, that unhealthy friendship, relationship, job, house, whatever. Take this time to embrace this healthier change for understanding that I'm able to be emotionally stable. I'm able to be fully focused and locked in, as well as I know my self-worth. I know I may got a couple pounds or something on me or whatever the case may be. I may be too thin, too short, too skinny, too tall, too chubby, too fat, whatever. But I'm embracing this because this is the self-worth that I have for myself. This is the healthiest side of me I've ever seen. Because the unhealthy me was just so out of it. Burnt out, stressed out, couldn't deal with nothing. My friend, I want you to embrace this. Because when you're able to have these consistent routines that reduce that anxiety, the mood swings, and those not so good mental episodes that we have. On a deeper level, on you to be able to have these habits that teaches you to show up for yourself on a daily basis. It teaches you how to be patient. Teach you how to be gentle with yourself. as well as to love on yourself harder. Patience, gentle, and loving on you is most definitely needed to happen in a healthier lifestyle. With you being able to build this routine for a healthier you, you know what you can take, you know what you cannot take. And that's why it's important to have these healing habits and start right now. Don't wait till it's too late. Because when you wait till it's too late for you to want to change your life around, for you to be healthy, it's going to be hard for you to get in it because you're so used to this unhealthy lifestyle. I know you're probably like, I never thought of it that way. I know, because I dealt with it. It took me so long to get to this healthy side of me. Excuse me, y'all. It took me a long time to find the peace that I need. It took me a long time to build a healthier routine for me. And I'm so thankful that I did find a healthier routine for me. I'm so glad that I was able to get to this point in my life. Because if I didn't get to this point in my life, I don't think I would be the person I am today. But I do thank the old me for having me to deal with those times and all those situations in my life. Because if not, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I know it's crazy, but I seen a TikTok. It was like, you have to appreciate the good and the bad blessings that comes your way. Sometimes it'd be like, why is this happening to me? The bad things that happen in our life. Why is this happening? I don't want to deal with it. But you got to think of it. It's a lesson. It's a lesson that helped you in disguise. That helped you understand that, okay, you didn't want to listen. You didn't want to understand this. So this is what happens. It's the consequences. So now, when it's time for you to get to the good things in your life that you're manifesting and praying for, like bad times will last forever, because after every storm there's a rainbow, voila, magic. Here's the good side. I know y'all like, whoa, now it's making some sense. Because bad times, sometimes are unhealthy habits, but you don't want to stay in that unhealthy habit because you're going to learn from it. So it helps you to broaden your horizon, to understand that the good time is blossoming, but I need you to take it. I need you to marinate on it, protect it, but also understand why is this happening. Love on it, and don't be ashamed of it. Sometimes we are afraid of a new change. We are afraid to build a routine for a healthier you. Sometimes we are, because we are thinking about what the other's going to think, what others are going to feel. But you got to think, what's better? What's for you or what's for others? When you're a people pleaser, sometimes it's like, I can't please myself. It's like, I make sure he or she is good. Well, I'm here to tell you, my friend, I used to be a people pleaser. And some of the people I used to please are not in my life no more. Because I used to think, wow, I'm doing all this and that for them. But have they ever done this for me? When you have a good heart and stuff, it's so messed up because we always be like, oh, it's okay. No, that's an unhealthy trait. You need to focus on a healthier trait for you. And understanding that it's okay to have a big heart and stuff. But enough is enough. And once you build that wall of where, like, look, I'm in a healthier stage in my life. I can't be putting all this negativity in there because I worked too hard to get to this point. Because over time, you're going to understand these habits begun to shift how we see ourselves. With less crisis, less worrying, but with more compassion for ourselves. More hope. More positive things coming for ourselves. Rather than all the rah-rah we dealt with. That was unhealthy, but we thought it was healthy. Because when we realize healing isn't about fixing what broke, but it's about being able to nurture what is blossoming with us now. And we need to take advantage of it and hold on to that seed real tight. And don't let it go. Because this is a light. That pot of gold light of the tunnel, whatever it is you want to identify it as, it's a sign to tell you that this is where you belong. Everything that you have been harvesting and you've been manifesting, praying for, saying into the atmosphere, the blueprints, this is going to help you within the habits that heals for you to build a routine for a healthier you. It's all going to make sense. And you're doing it for you. And that's when you know when it's for you and why it's important for you to let go of all that unhealthy mess and bring in all the healthy stuff and healthy people that's going to make sure that you're good at all times. But also having you to understand that this is my new beginning. I need to embrace it. And I need to understand that this is meant for me for a reason. And it didn't just come just because. No. Live on it, love on it, embrace it, sit on it, but cherish it and harvest over it. And protect it at all costs. Because once you do, you'll understand when you should start building those healthy habits. Start now. Build that healthy habit now. Especially when life feels unsteady or overwhelming. Healing habits are the most powerful. During transitions, after setbacks, or in seasons of self-discovery. You don't have to wait for the perfect time to just start this. No, you do it when you feel like you need to do it right away. Because I feel like at times we wait till it's too late. We wait until things pop off for us to want to start these new things in our life. No. When you had that conversation with yourself in the morning, or you're tired of seeing these things happen over and over and over again, this is where you take the time out of your day to say, you know what? I'm ready for a change. Something got to give. I can't keep doing this no more. Something got to give. Something got to change. And I need to do this right here, right now. And this is where it comes in. Because you don't have to wait for that perfect time. No. Begin with one small activity today. Journaling for 5 minutes. Going outside, touching nature. Getting a therapist. Drinking more water. Stretching in the morning. Meditating more. Praying more. Or just practicing a better night routine for you in the bed. Or practicing grace for before bedtime, whatever. This is the best time for you to start is the moment you decide you deserve better for yourself. Every small action of consistency adds up. Transforming not only your routine, but your mindset and confidence too. Huh. I want y'all to think about that right now. Like, why is this important? Why? What is the importance I'm getting out of this? Because it's not too late to do it. I don't care how old you are. You know how, I just see another meme in my phone I had. It was like, people be afraid to start over. Shoot, this is my 4th time starting over. Do not be afraid to take that chance to start now to build a healthier environment, lifestyle, mindset, or anything in your life. Do not be afraid to do it. Do it when you know you're ready, my friend. Don't do it because he's telling you, look, you need to do this right now. No. Take what I'm saying, but do it when you know you're ready. Because how I have these vibes today is we're having a conversation. Even though we're not in the same room, I want you to be like, you right, or not right now. We all go through those things. We all go through those things. But as your podcaster, life coach, whatever you want to call it, it's my duty to help y'all understand that it takes time. It takes time. But I want y'all not to wait till it's too late when something goes off and it's like, okay, now I need to get my life together. Now I need to get this together. Because if not, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. No. And we all have those moments where we're like, okay, enough is enough. I'm coming in here fake smiling, fake vibing with these people and I cannot take it no more. It is so unhealthy to me. Because when you know you have those feelings in your mind where it's like, I'm going to spaz, or I'm going to spaz out on this man, this woman, whatever. That right there, that is a sign to say, it's time for a healthier you. It's time for a healthier routine. It's time for you to be around a better environment. It's time for you to peel those little signs, the little things we have, them little things we go through, those are signs of saying that we need a healthier habit. Basically, the whole point of that is when we have those negative thoughts, that negative self-talk, that's unhealthy. We need to rephrase those negative thoughts to positive talk. And that's what happens for us to be able to embrace the healthier side of us. That's what happens when we build a routine for a healthier you. When we're able to understand that, okay, I'm not going to wait until it gets to the point where I'm over it, like completely over to the point where I'm cussing everybody out and their mama out. No. I'm going to do it now because I have this feeling where it keeps going over and over and over again. Especially when we wake up to even being students, entrepreneurs, working whatever the case may be. We have to do what's best for us right away before it gets to a point where like there's no stopping us. Nobody can stop us. So start now. All that unhealthy self-talk you're having, them negative thoughts, the people that surround you that's not making it no better. This is the time for you to walk away with grace and do what's best for you, my friend, because you only know what's for you. Social workers, mentors, therapists, counselors, we're here to guide you, to give you tools that can help. But if it doesn't help, keep it in the box just in case when you need it sometime down the line. Because that impacts of learning never stops. Not only are you learning from yourself, but you're learning from others that has, went to school for this, certified, things like that. But the moral of the story is that when you feel those self-talk, that negative, all the things that's not positive, take a leap on faith and please step into the healthier side of things. Don't wait until you about to go off on your boss, the task supervisor. Do it now, my friend. Even people in your family. Don't wait until you're around a crowd or don't wait. Pull them aside, be like, look, this is how I feel. And keep it moving. Even your friends. Sometimes they may not understand right now, but that's okay. Long as you're able to get it off your chest and I had to keep dealing with this unhealthy cycle of feeling like you're invisible. You say what you got to say. Let it marinate. Let it soak in like seasoning real quick when it's some chicken on a steak. But then you take that step in your life and say, you know what? I'm going to start now. I'm going to start building the healthy habits for my life now. Because now that I'm able to advocate, have the empathy and the compassion for myself, I'm able to step into a new healthier habit for myself as well. I'm able to jump into a new lifestyle that I've been manifesting, praying for, and been wanting for a long time. Because I've been putting in the work. And now I know my worth and I know what's worth and what's meant for me. I'm going to do it. Because now that I'm leaving all that unhealthy routines I had out the way, so now that I can build a healthier routine for me, I know I'm able to get this out the way. And I'm able to see the light that I've been manifesting and praying for, that flower, whatever. Don't wait until it's too late. Do it now. Because the best time to start is the moment you decide you deserve better for yourself. Every small action of consistency adds up. Transformation, not only your routine, but your mindset and confidence too. So do it, my friend. Do not sit and wait until you have that moment where you about to lash out and give everybody the tea that you wanted to give them. That show, the record Ralph, all that. No. You do it when you feel like, okay. I'm sitting back thinking to myself like, all right, this ain't it. Now it's time to let it out. But you do it with class and not like a maniac. Okay? Because that impacts where this matters the most. It matters the most in your everyday life, from your home life, work, school, profession, everything, relationships and all. Where does it matters most for you, my friend? Where does this matters most? In everyday life spans, this matters. At home, at work, in school, and in your quiet moments alone. Healing habits creates the ripple effects that improves how we show up in relationships, communities, and creative spaces. Now, relationships are a big one. I touched on that. Healthier habits matters the most in relationships because you get to see who's for you and who's not for you. Who has your best interest and who doesn't. I'm not just talking about on a romantic standpoint. I'm talking about in a friendship, even in your family. You can see who's really there and who's not for you. And it's vice versa. Because sometimes we also be like, dang, I really thought we had a thing. But sometimes they feel like the thing's not there no more. And they have to love you from a distance. And that's okay. We all go through that. But where does it matter most? It's home, at work, in school, in your life, career, whatever. And in the quiet moments alone, where we think about how will this healing habit create a rift and effect that improves on how I show up in my relationships. Not only does it impact how you show up, but how they show up for you. Within the communities that you serve, are you really showing up how you supposed to? You got to change, tweak it up some. I had these conversations with myself too, with my internship. Am I doing too much? Am I doing too little? Because my job is to do for the students. It's not to build these. We're going to build, of course, I'm going to build a work-related relationship with the people that I'm working with. Not a whole, like, friendship. No. You got to know what's for you and who's not for you. As well as in your creative space. Have I really took the time out of my day to really see what's for me and how creative I am and what's new for me? Think about it. Let it marinate. Because when we prioritize rest, movement, and mindfulness, we bring a more balanced energy to everything we touch. Whether it's in your morning routine, your workspace, or even in your digital habits. These choices matter most where your peace is often challenged. Creating healing spaces, physically and emotionally, helps you thrive instead of just surviving. The peace you build within yourself becomes the peace you bring into every room you enter. I had to throw that in there because the peace that you build within yourself becomes the peace you bring into every room you enter. Trust me, it's been some rooms that I hated to be in. Family members, people I used to know, school. But when I was able to get to the healthier side of me, I made peace everywhere I went. Because I'm not going to let anything or anyone bring out the unhealthy habit in my life. And I want you guys to understand that. Once you at peace, you have found peace within your inner self. I got it on my phone. The reminder I have on my phone is be the one that didn't come up. Be the one they didn't see come up. But also, I'm bringing peace to my inner self. I'm bringing peace to my inner self. I'm trying to show y'all, but it's not popping up. Anyway, it is what it is. But you gotta have those reminders. You gotta remind yourself. I have built so much. It took me a long time to get to this point in my life. I'm not gonna let anything or anybody break that peace. Because once I built that peace is going with me everywhere I go. Every room I enter. I don't care if this person don't like me and I don't like them. I'm going to keep it cordial with you, but I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you want to, no. Because you know what's peace. When you learn peace, it's like, okay, I'm not letting anything or anybody mess up this peace. I'm not going to let anybody or anything make me step back into that old habit of unhealthiness. Like, you know how people say, like, I'm a new version of me now. That's the healthier side of them. Because the unhealthy side of them was when things used to get left and they used to set it off like Lil Boosie. Okay? And that's how I am. I built too much to get to where I am right now. I created a healing space for myself. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. I'm not going to have nobody mess it up. Because that helped me thrive instead of just surviving in this world. As well as the peace that I have built within myself. And the peace that you're going to build within yourself, my friend, is going to be the peace you bring into every room you enter. I guarantee people are going to be like, wow. Whoa. Like, who are you? It's me. But I'm on a brand new level. I'm elevated. I'm not on what I used to be on because that's not me and it's not healthy. Because it also impacts with the healing habits that I have for, like, you know, the relationships, the community, the creative space that I have, as well as realizing when I have realized that I'm at a point in my life where I prioritize my rest, my movement, and my mindfulness that creates a more balance in my life for me within everything that I touch now. I feel comfortable when I'm able to get it done. As well as whether it's I'm doing my morning routine, journaling, taking a walk with nature, whatever case may be, you have to do, my friend. Do it. Because once you create this healing space, is helping you thrive and not just survive. But that peace you building within yourself is going to be peace you're bringing into every room. That's going to have people watching you like, if I was you, I would have spazzed. If I was you, I would have put my hands on him or her. No, it's not worth it. And that ain't for me. It ain't for you. And lastly, why is this important? Why is this healing that habits that heal, building routines for a healthier you matters? Why is it important? Let me tell you why it's important. Because true healing requires strategy. Habits you give healing, process directs, and consistency. They remind you that growth isn't about intensives, it's about intention. Healthier routines turns hope into actions, allowing you to care for yourself from the inside out. Healing without strategies can fade, but routines keep it alive and attainable. When you build habits that root in love and awareness, you remind yourself daily that your well-being is worth the effort. When you build habits rooted in love and awareness, you remind yourself daily that your well-being is worth the effort. When you understand that habits that heal, building a routine for a healthier you matters, you understand that when you build the root in love and awareness, you remind yourself daily that the well-being is worth the effort. This new chapter is worth it. The healing habit is worth it. Being able to heal is worth it. Being able to step into a new beginning of your life is worth it. A new chapter with other is worth it. That bad times don't last forever because after every storm there's a rainbow. Right. Because the habits you give, heal, and process directs and it is consistent. And don't let that consistency fall and keep following that direction. Because the healing routines turns hope into action, allowing you to care more for yourself from the inside out. Okay? And the quote of the day is, small disciplines repeats within consistency. Every day leads to great achievement, gained slowly over time. Once said John C. Maxwell. And as always, I thank you guys for tapping in. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It builds day by day, choice by choice. This week, focus on one routine that helps you feel calm and connected, whether it's a mindfulness morning or evening walk, or simply setting boundaries knowing that every step counts. Keep showing up for yourself because you're not just building habits, you're building healing. Remember, healing begins in the habit no one else sees. The quiet work you do daily becomes the strength that you carry through every season. Keep a mystery to these people. Don't let them in. You pop out when you ready to show the world or show whoever you want to let them know, like, hey, ta-da, voila, magic. Okay. And as always, I hope you guys learned at least 3 to 5 important facts from today's vibe of the day. So when study runs the race, you got this. All it takes is 1, 2, 3 simple steps, but also understanding what's for you, my friend, and what's not for the next person, as well as knowing your worth and knowing that healing is the best medication that is for you in your life, okay? As always, I thank you all so very much for your time and patience. Thank you for listening or watching me, as well as just taking the time out today just to hear or listen to me. Hear, listen, watch, whatever one you prefer. As always, I'm cheering y'all on from a distance. You got this. Please be able to embrace in the ambiance of your new chapter, as well as not letting anyone or anything stop you. Keep going. You're worth it. If you need to change some things up, do it before it gets a little crazy. And don't have everybody anything all in your business. Okay? And as always, I love you all so very much. Please be safe out here. Take your meds, bundle up, and do what's best for you. And as always, you guys will hear from me next Wednesday. Bye.